Hello and welcome. Right, yeah, I'm just checking to see if it was actually working, and it is. Yeah, it's strange. So yes, this is. It seems very, very strange. Right, let's just see. It's about there. I think this. Yeah, well, it's a fairly. This is going to be a bit of a monster, and it is true. You should never ever. Not. Oh wow! I think this might be longer even than that. No, no, no. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, this is a long field. Wow, it is. Oh, wow, nearly. I'm not sure if we just got the end or no. I'm not. It's not worth it. There's a slither. It's not done. I've rung the shop, and the shop have already taken the stone picker away. So there's just this left to give them a shout about. So I'm very pleased with where we are with the money, really. Although obviously we've also spending it quickly as well. Right, also. Yeah, no, but we're gonna need the telehandler. Yeah, I know, that was what I was thinking. I remember. I thought before we get cracking on this monstrous no, we didn't do that. We just want this the front box. I thought, how do I get? And I thought, well, there is the production shed, because you were supposed to be dropping this lot into the production shed. So I thought, well, why don't we do that? And the seeds will be one of the few things that's left. Ooh. Yeah, now that really doesn't surprise me. It was really predictable, only of course silly old me never thought about it. As you don't on a Friday night when you're shattered from a tough week at work. Should be. Yep. Excellent. Now we need to do some water. Let's do that too. We may as well. Yeah. Fantastic. Now, we should be able to grab that little lot off. And that's all that's left. And we should be alright if we do that. Right, so then, if we go with that, yeah, we need to switch the, yeah, before we get cracking with this. This is going to be a bit of a monster, and I thought it's going to really be by means of an explanation, because this is the type of task that I refuse to not show you me doing, because it's so easy for me to like cheat on this and like do it and say it's me and it's not really me. So let's just have a look. Should. Yay, finally. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. So then we need, before we start this mammoth task, we need to grab some water, stick it in the production shed, and why does it to be really high? Oh, yeah, I knew. Yeah, slow reactions, that's another thing. It's only tired. Yeah. Now then, we don't mistakes, and now we've already got lots in there. Not the easiest of terrain to traverse. This looks actually not too bad. If you remember, it was awful. You were saying? I think it's still a little bit bad where you are coming from there. Yeah, it's a bit with our I was going to say stanchions. I think it is, isn't it? Isn't that what it is called? The pillars. I'm going to go with pillars because I'm not really sure. Let's try that. while that's doing that. Oh, there you go. So it's mainly sandy loam with a little bit of loam at the top end. Oh, which means that other field, which is also part of our land, wink wink, yeah, that's yeah. Now this one we're not oh, that is a point. Oughtn't we to be scanning that too? Oughtn't we to like grab with say something like this and tell it to run over there? I'm not sure how it's going to get. There's no proper road. That's the only thing about our special field. But it's a little bit strange, shall we say. So let's tell this to go to that field and see what it actually does. If it does anything, of course. Set destination. We will go along for the ride, I think. Now then, be careful where we get going. Never feel safe in the when I'm driving with a. No, it should be able to avoid things like that. It is also nice to see how far things have come since the early days. I personally said a long while back that I thought it had got worse. So let's just see. Yeah, now obviously there's hedges. Oh, which the worker seems to not see. Right, okay, well there you go. That's so we need to unfold that. We will do our field. Although, are we having this net right now? It's quite nice and wide, actually. It is. It's a very nice, square, almost perfectly square field, really, I thought, when I saw it. So I thought, well, I think that's not far off, actually. Yeah, so we need to be a little bit creative about how we get in here. Looking at this, the road is just up there. Right, smashing. And that is... Ooh. Well, I'm not going to complain. I don't mean it nasty, but it's whether it's all nearly all silty clay. It would make a perfect grass field, if nothing else. Yeah, whereas the one that we've got, we may rip up and make into an arable. We might go the opposite way that we thought. So, yeah. That's just... We're not going to go back with it. No, this once is okay. So, yeah, so that's a rather nasty field, but hey-ho. Right, so we're going to grab this, and we should be more than capable of using this equipment with this, even though it's a little. Is it 145? It is. I can see the numbers. It is 145 horsepower. This is going to take a while. Me and the Nordstern go back a long way. It's yeah. I was gonna. There's a bit of an explanation before I dive in, but I am gonna like. Oh, forgotten that you've got one, but then it's not likely that I would forget that because yeah, it's a long time since I've used it. Right, yes, this is the sort of episode that's probably really one of the most boring of all. It's just me going around in a field. Do I expect people to come with me on this? You know, really, not particularly. All I really, you could sort of check in at the middle, the beginning, the middle, and the end, and just make sure that I am being honest. Right, now, this is silly because we've got stronger tractors, and it really is actually affecting it. Yeah, let's go grab the John Deere. It's a cracking tractor, but yeah, the Nordston, I always said, is actually above what it sort of says it is, and yet it's not no-till or anything special. Yeah, this is the strongest tractor we've got. It makes sense that we actually... I do like the amount of land that we've got with this as well. I mean, to be honest, this plateau at the top, which now we really do own it, we've actually paid for it. It's quite amazing. But yeah, sorry, I'm like crossing from one thing and not finishing, am I? Yeah, the Nordston, I've always said when on No Man's Land we got a powerful enough tractor on paper, exactly the right amount, but it still had wheel slip, and that the No Man's Land squares were perfectly flat. So yeah, it was a bit, well, I mean there was a bit of undulation, but they were not hilly. Ooh. Okay. I'm obviously not quite right. Right, yeah. I don't expect anyone to stay with me through this entire journey. It's really a matter of record that you could, if you chose, stay with me through the entire journey and just make sure that there's no cheating. The top clock is accurate. I'm hoping to do this in one sitting, as I have recently done almost all of these type of jobs in one sitting. I used to not really worry about that before, and it's not wrong for you to do it in two or three sittings. There have been some Attingham, I think, was one of the biggest fields that when I realised how big a task it was, which I didn't to begin with, that I thought, cool, I'm going to be here for a while. But yeah, I mean, this one likewise is long and very, it is a lot. So this is just going to be, because I always think if you should send out a worker, you should be prepared to do the job yourself. And I did say, and it is true, I was thinking, no, don't you dodge that. You've said you'll do that, so do it. So here I am, trying to honour my words and doing it all in one sitting, hopefully, unless I get absolutely tired, because it is Friday night and I have had a tough week, so I might finish it off at Saturday morning, but I'm hoping that this is just me, the tractor, the Nordston, and grass. Yeah, so with that in mind, if you stay with me the entire bit, or if you just like stop in a little bit, but if you only stop in a little bit, you can't really tell that whether I did or did not, because it's very difficult for me to paste the numbers differently on the clock. Now that's a lot of effort if I was to go and try and chop that off and like get the seconds of the clock right every single second. Although when you're in time lapse, you're going to skip seconds. You're going to be like 3 seconds is going to be like a second. Yeah, it's going to be sort of a bit different, but you'll still see the seconds going down. I do love this train. That's why I thought, I really don't want to give this field up. So I thought, well, I'm sure your mates will sell this, and sure enough, they have. Right, anyway, enough of this frivolity. Time to just kick back, to listen to a bit of music, and I am going to plant or seed this big field full of grass. I am. I suppose that's the thing as well. If we're doing this, really, oughtn't we to make it? This ought to be the grass field, really, even if it is a little bit special. It's a nice field, perfect, right behind the PGA as well. Not that that matters to a production, but yeah, it is what it is. So then, I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. I think that is us done. Let's have a quick look on the map and just see if there's any obvious things. Although I've got to be I've got to be honest, I don't find this the most. Even when you zoomed in, there's often, although you can usually see little bits around the edges. Well, that was not bad. That was not bad. I actually really, got to say, I actually did enjoy that. I was focusing on the train passing quite a bit, but I lost count in the end. I think I got up to about 13 or 14, and then it became, I was like looking and I was thinking, oh, I'm actually getting quite, there's only a couple of more passes, really. So yeah, it's fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I did, which is, yeah, that's what I say. You've got to replace the bad memories of something like when I did it No Man's Land, really sort of over and over again, doing the same thing with the same sort of size thing. It really was bad. The pathfinding, as you saw, is not very nice. No, let's have a bit of a look and see. There's a little few gaps, the corner switches. Let's just get those done. Let's do this thoroughly. And also a little bit of a in this middle bit here, which surprises me. I did see that, and I thought, no, that's not. You've not missed that. No, that's. It did. Let's have a look. Wow, how did it miss that lot? I don't really know. That is a bit strange, really. But it did. Yeah, this would be nice because we've never had a fertilised one of this, have we? Really, it's just been meadow grass. So that's it. Wow, this is a massive section that wasn't done. That's bizarre. It should have done it. It said finished job. I said start at the beginning. So that really makes absolutely no sense why those massive chunks missing. Fantastic. Yes, it sold some of the fertiliser. I thought, oh, when it filled it, I thought, no, it's gone on the hour. It's sold. It sold about 3.5 tons of our fertiliser that we bought from the shop. That's the only bad thing about doing things like that. No, that's the right one. Smashing. Switch your lights off. So, job is a good one. I think we will go through till next month, really. I think that is what we're going to do. Remind myself. Yes, there was the planter, wasn't there? Yeah. It's very good value. It's a 5 metre, but hey ho, no, we're all right, really. Ooh, that's what I would like to do. I'd like not to see that anymore, like that. And the telehandler is a little bit further away. Let's grab that and sort it. Oh, beautiful! I love seeing that train. I really do. Fantastic. We ought to fill that water again. Let's just pick this up. And then how can you do that, really? You've got to flip it, really, haven't you? Literally. Got to sort of, if you can, some of these things are not real. Yeah, some of them there are no collisions, so. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Brilliant. That's more like it. Now then, I thought it was going to say needs weeding, but I couldn't see anything on this at all, which surprises me, really. Yeah, we've got pH perfect, nitrogen perfect, but no mention of weeds, and we used a subsoiler. That's a bit new to me. Very, very strange, but I'll take it. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go through till the morning. 9 o'clock. And we will check the sales. Thoroughly enjoyed using that stone picker, really did. So I was right, it did grow once on November/December morning. So yeah, that just goes to show it is good. Right, so now really what we've got to do is go straight through till there's a point. We haven't got a generator, have we? We haven't. Are we going to put a reasonable one? I don't want to put, like, I'd say the Bernie one would be probably perfect. Is it really only covers costs? It's not. It is classed as our land, so seriously, I'd say that'd be a bit better. I would say the wind would whistle because it's fairly high. Right, smashing. I don't think you can place multiple ones of those. It doesn't seem to read. Yeah, I mean it does with normal ones, but for some reason it doesn't seem to read that really with this. 12.2 meter, 374 horsepower that we haven't got. No, right then, let's hang on a minute. Did that do any silage? Because serious. Oh, that's big. Oh, now people can seriously see. So there's 24 tons of what we really ought to do is grab a. Now we do eventually need a bucket, but we at least need to grab a few bits of fertilizer out of that before we sell it. At least the equivalent of the 5 tons that we actually bought, although we did obviously use some. But yeah, it would be very useful, really. Then you've got to, like, yeah, make sure that was a bit silly. I know better than that, don't I, really? So that's 13, 26. Let's do one more, and then we're going to sell that. At least we see actually how much we'll get with these shifted with a telehandler, but it is true. Now, we're not obviously selling the line. That's no badness at all, but we shall stick that now on selling. That's our profit. But what is happening about the silage in that? That's distributing. Yeah, it should be. So it's a bit slow. It really is. How much? Yeah, 21 tons of that left. We can switch that off because there's no grass left. And 21 tons to distribute. I don't suppose it's not awful. And we've really got the entire. Have we done the? No, that can be switched off now, and the lime likewise. I mean, we did. Yeah, 23, 22. We'll switch that off. I'm happy with that. How much digester is there left in this? So there's going to be more come from the 100 odd tons that is in there. Right, so 3, 4, 4. We should. It's 10 o'clock. Yeah, we'll do this so you just can see what you get for that on hard economy. It's not the same as you would get on normal or easy, but it's still, yeah, not bad, is it? You can definitely say that's well good, really. There's nothing there. Let's go through. I'd like to get us all the way through till March and see if we're lucky enough to get any pieces of equipment over the winter. So that's 32,000 that we actually got. We already got a baler 2, not like that, but we have got one. And we haven't got that. It is 16 cubic. We've got a 60 tonner. Why would we want, unless we were going to use it as a distributor? But I've got to be honest, for us personally, swizzing over this with our super duper is really it's what we need, it's speed. So do you know? No thank you. We're happy as we are. Really, tractors are the thing that we could really do with a I mean, yeah, I'm not expecting, but you hope. It's weird, we've not seen many tractors. Right, 474, another 30 yard, 2001 property income. Not bad. Now then, that is a point. Oh, we'll look at that in a minute. Let's have a look. How much? 300. So the digestate's nearly gone. Silage is... Oh, I think we're nearly out. Yeah, we're done. So let's switch that off. Yeah, before it charges us for doing nothing. And the solid fertilizer has got... Likewise, I think that's it. Our income is over. All that we've got left now is... So we're 474. You can see, although it's considerable in a way, it's not that considerable. That's it. All we've got now is the generator, which is quite small. I mean, yeah, we're not going to like buy pieces of equipment with it, really. And in a way, as much that I wanted that, would you believe it? Yeah, beautiful bit of kit. Would be big bales, wouldn't it? Could go standard, then put that on afterwards, order that. But what's wrong with ours? It's nothing. But we did say if we were going to do this, we could swap. So we don't need the windrower because we've already got a windrower. Right, we don't... Evolution, what on earth is that? Oh, right, yeah, it's a sign. Plus trailer hitch. Nice to know we've got an option. Silage additive tank. Twine, no at the minute. Yeah, we're going to be a little bit easier on ourselves. So this has got some options. 65,460. I think we will say yes. We did say that was the rules. So then, balers. We're going to sell that. Which means we did lose a little bit of grass in there. But yeah, smashing. That's excellent. So even if we had nothing else really, and it didn't cost us too much either. The cost of the original baler almost paid for our second-hand one. Obviously, we've got to go and fetch it. We know this. We do. Now then, that's 31.31 cubic meter, and it is the 31 cubic meter one with a trailer hitch. Can you afford to say no for something like 11,684 for a 31 tonner? I'm not sure of the colour, but everything else, including that, is... I think we're going to say yes. Fantastic. That's a shame. I've never had that. That was the one I put in last. Oh, my life. The game done I've picked some weird colours. But yeah, we'll leave it. We've got our lorry. So 4:40 in February, one last little spurt to March morning. No, second growth stage it is. So we would have been giving this up about now, but now it's ours, so we don't need to. Yeah. Oh, there's absolutely nothing in the sales. So 442,186 to face this new year with. Now, I always call you the fellow shareholders because I like to include you in anything that is to do with the farm and the growth of the farm and things that we're doing with the farm, etc, etc. So right, let's learn our lesson from what we normally do. Stick interactive zone markers on. Yeah, which means when making any alterations, most content creators don't take you along. It's sort of is both good and bad, but I like to share this with yourselves. Now then, if we're going to include that field that is here, we need to get to it from the road. So the closest way to do that would be there. I think it's still periphery. What I'm thinking is actually you can get up there. You can, but do we sneak across the edge of the forest, or do we see there's equally that way there? I think you find we own that bit of land there. We could like get contractors in to shift some of those trees, and then because it is ours, it is that field there is 27, that one there is 24, and this one here is us. So we could do that. Being as I like to include you, we will be doing this together. We shall. Yeah, definitely. So painting, I think we'll go that way. I like this, even though it really is. So let's get a bit. I apologise for my quietness. When concentrating intensely, yeah, it's do go a bit quiet. Now I'm gonna do this the hiding way because it's easier, and only for that reason. It's yeah, more about us. We would, of course, in real life actually pay someone to chop them down, or we chop them down ourselves, one or the other. Right, so oh, there is a proper way. There isn't an actual hedge there. Oh my life, excellent. Right, okay then, let's go and grab a vehicle, and we will go and show the contractors what to shift, shall we say, if we're going to draw that in this year. But we are, it's the only other field that we're doing that with. Everything else is we're going to buy the farm. But yeah, I just wanted to include that. Can sort of, yeah, sneak down the path that is involved with this, really. No, it's yeah, no, you could if you just went across here and like did that. Yeah, this is a proper place as well. So yeah, you could actually. I think we will do this as properly as possible. Ooh, I thought that wasn't going to live for us. So we are heading in the right direction. I think this passes exactly where we were. Some trees, some felled trees. So we own the sawmill, which is a bit special. No, this is the right way. Yes, definitely. Was field 24 that we showed. That's our field in the distance. Yeah. So we've got to sort of make our special way through on the left-hand side where this forest is. So we shall park up here. I just thought it'd be nice to do something a little bit special. Aha, I recognise the ground layer. Gonna leave? No, we are gonna shift. We're gonna have to. So this is tree we're marking as going. That one can stay. That one can go. That one can go. I think this one too, because it's still getting in the way a little.
Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And as always, as fellow shareholders on the farm, I always love to hear from you. And goodbye for now.